In this lecture, we will be practicing the features of Slideshow ribbon. For this, we will go to the lecture folder 2.7. We'll go through course files folder, then section 2 folder, and then to lecture 2.7 folder. In this folder, we have a presentation of name Slideshow tab practice. We also have two text documents. The first document contains a helping link for the presenter view, while the second link is about the help regarding the setting up another monitor like a projector screen in your PowerPoint. We will be using the links contained in these two files later in this lecture. We'll now open this presentation by double clicking it and go to Slideshow tab. The Slideshow tab ribbon is simple yet contains very crucial features. It has features like starting slideshow from beginning. We are also being told that we can use this option by using the keyboard shortcut F5. There is also an option for starting the slideshow from the current slide. Next is the option of presenting this presentation online. When we click this option, it further opens another option which when clicked opens a window. There is also a checkbox to permit our viewers to download our presentation, but for now we'll skip this and click connect. Once the process is completed, we are generated a link. We can copy this link and paste it in our browsers or share with our viewers for them to view our presentation online while we present from our PC. We'll copy this link and click on Start Presentation. But first we will go back and paste the copied link in our browser to view the Present Online option in action. We will paste here our link using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl V. Press enter. This generates our online presentation view. Now we will go back to our presentation and click this option to start the slideshow. Using the arrow keys or the mouse clicks, we will move through our presentation. Now we will press escape key to go back. And now we will go to our browser to view our online presentation view. And yes, the slideshow is where we left it on our computer. We'll go back to our presentation. The monitor section. We will discuss this section later in our lecture. The Present Online ribbon also contains options like sharing meeting notes via Microsoft OneNote application. We can also send invitations about our video using this option. We did see this window before. It contains our sharing link, which we copied before, and also an option of sending it in email. We'll close it for now and go out of the Present Online ribbon. It asks us that whether we want to disconnect our viewers and end the online presentation view. We'll click on it and we are out of the Present Online ribbon. Next is the option of setting up custom slideshows. When we click this option, this further opens another option. When clicked, this opens a window using which we can develop our custom shows. We'll click on New, type in a name for our slideshow, and select which slides appear in our custom slideshow. We will click Add and click OK. Now when we click on Custom Slideshow option, our custom slideshow with the name of Custom Show 1 shows up, which when clicked sets up our custom slideshow, and we can go through it using the keyboard arrow keys or the mouse keys. We'll press escape and go back. Then is the option of Setup Slideshow. In it we have various options that whether this presentation is being presented by a speaker, browsed by an individual which has a windowed appearance, or whether it is being used at a kiosk screens. We also have show options Like if we want our presentation to move in a loop until we press escape key, or we do not want our presentation to have narrations. Narration refers to the audio behind our slides, and we have other options like if we want to disable the animation for our slides, disabling the hardware graphics, and pen color and laser pointer color, which we will be using during our presentation. We also have options whether we want to show all slides, or we have a range of slides, or we can also choose a custom show. Then we have advanced slide options, that whether we want to operate our presentation manually, or we will use a recorded presentation and use the timings it contains. Then we have the multiple monitors option. We can select what will be our slideshow monitor. Since now it is our PC, I have selected primary monitor. But on your PCs, this might be set to automatic, which is the case when we have another monitor connected to our PC and PowerPoint deals with it automatically. When this option is selected, PowerPoint automatically shows the presenter view on the presenter's PC, whereas the regular slide show to the audience on projector screen, which is the secondary monitor. If we move to the primary monitor or secondary monitor option, we can choose the resolution for our screen using this list and selecting any of these options. Then we have an option of using presenter view in our presentation. When we have this checkbox checked and we move to the slideshow by pressing Shift plus F5, we move to the presenter view. As a result, the audience sees normal slideshow on the projector screen, whereas the presenter is shown the presenter view. Since we do not have secondary monitor attached to our PC, we will have a look upon the presenter view using this picture which I obtained from the internet. As you can see, presenter view has various features like menus, timer, which show the time, enable us to pause and replay a current slide, presenter controls, navigation section, notes section, which show the notes if we have any notes added to the current slide. Also, we can see the next slide's preview. Please note that when we have to attach a secondary screen to our PC, we will have to make some changes to the display settings of our windows. Please also note that when we have a secondary monitor attached to our PC and then we click on this Use Presenter View option, we will be prompted to edit our display settings. For this, you will go to the lecture folder and go to the link contained in this document. For further help regarding the presenter view, you might also go to the link contained in this document also. Please also note the multiple monitors option are also included as a section in our slideshow ribbon. We'll cancel it out for instance. Then we have the hide slide option. If we are on a slide and we click this option, this will make this slide invisible in our slideshow, which we can check when we click this option and begin our slideshow. And yes, the third slide is not included now. We'll undo it. Then we have the Rehearse Timings option. When this option is clicked, a recorder records our time for each slide. This timer is resetted when we move to the next slide. There is also a timer which keeps track of the time of all the slides collectively. Once the slideshow ends, our timer shows the collective time for our presentation. If we want to save the new slide timings, we can click yes or we can click no. Similarly, we can also use record slideshow option to record our slideshow. We can click on it dually. If we click on the lower portion, we are prompted with the two options, that whether we want to record our slideshow from the beginning or from the current slide. If we click on the upper portion, we are prompted with a window, which will be the later case if we had chosen any of the two options we were presented before. Here we are asked that whether we want to record our slide and animation timings also, or if we also want to record our narrations like our audio, ink and laser pointer options. We'll click on Start Recording option. Again, here we are presented with two timers. The left one records the timing of the current slide, and the right one collectively records the timing of the whole slides. Whatever I am speaking right now is being recorded. We'll move to the next slide, and then to the end of my presentation. This not only ends the presentation, but also completes our recording. So now whenever we click F5, this button or this button, our recorded slideshow will be set up. We can shift back to operating our slideshow manually by clicking this option, and then by checking this radio button. We'll cancel it out and begin our slideshow. We can also operate it using the arrow keys of our keyboard or the mouse clicks. We can go back by pressing the escape key. We can also manipulate that whether our recorded presentation contains our audio, the timings of animation and the slide shifts, and other media controls like this.